Now, new tonight, a man serving a life sentence for child molestation now being allowed out.
The 67-year-old was approved for what's called compassionate release, despite pushback from the Yolo County District Attorney.
Your reporter covering Yolo County, Ashley Sharp, is live with this story, getting answers from the DA. Ashley, what they have to say?
Hey there. Well, let's talk first about how we got here. These compassionate release cases get to bypass the lengthy State Board of Parole process, meaning that CDCR can make a recommendation to a county superior court when one of these offenders could qualify for compassionate release because of a terminal medical diagnosis. Now, in Kevin Ellis's case, this ruling came down in his favor on Thursday. A prosecutor pushing back as a convicted sex predator is set to walk free in Yolo County.
I mean, nobody wants him living in their neighborhood. That's the bottom line.
District Attorney Jeff Reisig's office in Yolo County Superior Court Thursday fought against the release of Kevin Ellis and lost.
Obviously, we don't think that that's appropriate for a 4-time child molester to be released back into the community, having served only a fraction of his 100-year sentence. We don't care what the circumstances are.
Ellis, now 67 years old, was convicted of child molestation first in 1995, then again in 2013. In the past, he's also failed to register as a sex offender.
He should die in prison. It certainly puts people at risk. And there's no guarantee how long he's going to live out in the community.
Under California state law, compassionate release allows certain offenders facing terminal illness to be released from prison to live out their last days. Ellis qualifies thanks to a terminal cancer diagnosis and the medical report supporting his release, stating he has less than 6 months to live, and the fact that CDCR does not consider him a risk to the community.
You have 4 children who were molested and victimized. They don't get a second chance.
Is there anything that you can do at this point to fight it?
No, and that's what's frustrating.
A prosecutor with a public plea for the law to change when it comes to compassionate release.
It should be fixed. It's a total travesty that all of these children that have been molested by this man now have to wake up every day knowing that he's back on the streets because he deserves mercy. It's insane.
We understand that Ellis will be released back into Yolo County, but we have not yet been able to confirm with CDCR exactly where he will be released or when. Part of the state law says that 48 hours after that hearing, they are eligible to be released. So we don't even know yet if Ellis has been released back out into the community. And I wanted to mention, if you followed any of our coverage on SVP releases, state designated sexually violent predator releases, the community gets to be a part of that process. There are hearings where the DA, the sheriff, neighbors, community members can come to the hearing and voice their concern about the specific placement of sexually violent predators. Compassionate release is a very different process, and that community involvement, that input, is not a part of the process. So I asked District Attorney Reisig about that, and he said that it's his understanding that the State Parole Board will place Ellis where they see fit.